Hello everyone. John Howell here. Let's have a look at the markets. What happened today? There's right now we're getting a little bit of a move to the upside with the markets today, but we're starting to get that toppy action with some of the tech stocks, and especially one tech stock that actually pushed to the high side to a brand new high, but then completely reversed. And which tells us we could be seeing a bit of a drop from here, and I'll share exactly what that stock is in today's update. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, that second link in the description there, if you do need some help, I'm giving away free membership access to my breakthrough trading course. If you click on that, then you can go over there, you can get free membership access to that trading course. And if you are interested in joining my coaching program, I'm giving a 30-day risk-free trial to try out my entire top-level coaching program for 30 days. And that's the very first link in the description there as well. So go check out all of that, guys. So let's go have a look at the markets and what actually happened today. So firstly, we can see, look what's happened here on the Nasdaq, right? So this is the Nasdaq previous high up here, as you can see. So we have this previous high point up here on the Nasdaq, and the market has continued to this raging bull move is about to reverse fast, really quickly, I believe, because we're seeing this move up. Look what's happened here. We've actually broke above here. This bull move is about to end, and a big pullback is coming, because I do believe we're going to see this here. See what's happening here. We're breaking above this trend line. We're about to see, I believe, something like this happening in the markets, I truly believe, on the downside from there to there. So I truly do believe we're likely to see that. We've had a very big move. And so this breaking above the high here, because what happens a lot of the times, and I'll share that with you actually on one of the stocks I'm about to share with you today. But you can see here that what happens is we break above the high point up here. A lot of people start to get long, right? Because like, oh, we're breaking above a new high, breaking above resistance. And we do that. They get people long here, and then they start to reverse it, and we start to get something like this happening in the markets. So we get this low, we get this higher low. Now we've had a very big move up. I'm not expecting a crash, okay? But I am expecting this here to be some sort of a final end push to the upside. We're very weak to the upside. And I do expect to see some form of a pullback. And you know what? The pullback might be just to the trend line, right? So we can see here we have this sort of support level through here, and we have the support level probably through there somewhere. So the pullback might only be to there. Look, now this is the Nasdaq itself, not the actual tech stocks itself, right? But the pullback might only be to that level there, but that's still right. That's still a good 6% or so pullback before we may continue to the upside. So that's what's looking on the Nasdaq. If we go look at the S&P 500, this is the big key for me for the S&P 500. We can see here we actually had this move up, squeezing up pattern. Okay, and it's probably through there somewhere. Squeezing up pattern, right? Squeezing up, we came down, and then we're moving up, and we're moving up through here. The big key for me is this, is that if for some reason we hold here, and we start to get this, and we start to break below this sort of 4,200 level, we start to see like a 4,150 print. That tells me that this whole entire move up, you see how we actually had a lot of resistance, and the resistance and support through there. If we do end up getting this, guys, and the market does move up, this is probably likely to be one big false breakout, because if we do get that, guess what's likely to happen? We're likely to rally back up, now test it as resistance, and start to head back down from there. So that's the S&P 500, and what I'm looking at there on the S&P 500. Let's go look at the Dow Jones, see what happened with the Dow Jones today. And you can see the Dow Jones really is stuck in no man's land right now, and that's a really big thing here. Now, looking at the actual bar itself, as you can see, so we have this is the low point from here, this is the high point from here. If indeed we get a full retracement tomorrow, like this, tomorrow like that, that tells me this is probably going to be a high and this is probably going to be some sort of a lower high, and we're probably likely to continue down from there. So tomorrow is an important point for the Dow Jones. Do we continue breaking to the lows of yesterday? If so, we would then have, this would be from here, that would be the high, that'll be a lower high. If we do get that breaking like that, we're probably likely to continue down from there and breaking those levels. Now, the first bit is that a breaking of towards the low of the bar. If that happens, we're probably likely to get a bit of follow through. And if we do break past double level of support, as you can see, look at this here, we had a lot of resistance through there. All this support level through here, all the support level through there as well too, and all the support level through there as well too. If we do start to get a break below, say, 32,500, we start to get that sort of a print in the markets. That tells me now that this whole move to the upside, or this triangle pattern, so to speak, is not going to break to the upside, because a lot of people think an ascending triangle pattern is a breaking to the upside, and we don't always get that. We could actually get a reverse. Now, if we get something like this, guys, then that tells me we should start to see then a move on the downside coming out of the Dow Jones. Now, the one stock that I was telling you about at the start of this session is Apple. Check out Apple. So check out what Apple did. So if I squeeze my charts up right up, let me take this off the screen here so I can make it really simple. Look at this here. So it's over here back at the start of 2020. See this line up here? That was all-time new highs. Okay. Now, look what's happened through here. The first thing I do say is that I'm actually expecting a pullback anyway, because we know when the market goes up for quite a fair bit, we know we're going to get some form of a pullback, right? We know we're going to get that. We just don't know when, right? That's always the question. But the longer the pullback, the longer the move up, like this here, up, right? It's like a bit of a snapback, right? It comes up and then we have like a bit of an elastic band snap. Now, I'm not expecting some sort of a crash, but I am expecting a pretty sharp pullback. Now, that's the big picture there, looking at Apple there. So, but if I zoom in on this one now and I show you the last 3 months of data to data, look what happened here. Now, remember, this black line here is what? That was the all-time highs. It pushed to the upside. As you can see, it actually opened just slightly above new highs, rallied up throughout the day, came down all the way down and closed there. You know what that was, right? This one here was a false breakout, a sucker rally. Because people know, and they know that when they push the new highs, so many people went long here because they were thinking, okay, here we go. We're getting ready for a big move on the downside. Completely, this sucked in so many people and completely reversed, and now they're left holding the bag while this is probably likely to happen on them, right? So we're likely to, because remember, I'm looking at the short-term picture now, right? Remember that big picture? We know this is a big up move. We're expecting some form of a good pullback anyway because it's had a big up move. It's due for some sort of resting phase right now, okay? So we know that, but look what happened here. This sucked in so many people, and now here comes the drop out of Apple. Now, I wouldn't want to, I'm not confident enough to short Apple. The reason why is because it's not my trading system, right? But looking at this setup here, it does show me that now we're probably getting ready towards to see possibly some more downside to come out of this here. Now, if we're looking at levels of where it could pull back to, I would say, now looking at this level here, look, we could just use a simple Fibonacci tool from the low. That's that from that last low to that point through there. So, and we also could use, we could use this level here. So the 50 to 60% could be a target of where it could pull back to. I also can see how, if I draw a trend line, you notice if I connect that trend line there, and I connect this all the way down through there, notice how if I do that, from there to there, right? Notice how if I do that, notice how that the X marks the spot. Isn't that interesting? Because I identified, look at this here, I identified that high, I connected that resistance level there, that resistance through there, that resistance and support. So to me, if we do start if today is the start of the pullback, now what could happen, guys, is that the market rallies up tomorrow to fake people out, and we might get that tomorrow and a drop, or we get that tomorrow and then the next day does that, and we start to get a pullback. So to me, it looks like X marks the spot of where Apple is likely to pull back from there. And this is just a representation of what I'm seeing across all the tech sector in the market. But Apple was definitely the one seeing, I could take that off the screen now, seeing how we actually had that false breakout move to the upside, complete new high, and then a flush back down. Says we're probably likely to see now out of Apple probably a good 7 to possibly even a 10% drop out of Apple. But that's just a nice healthy pullback. We could continue up from there, but that's just a nice healthy pullback in the market. So there we go, traders. Hope you enjoyed today's session. Once again, traders, if you do need my help, then make sure you grab that 30-day risk-free trial to my top coaching program for 30 days. Very first link in the description. Or if you do if you just need some help, I'm giving away free membership access to my trading course. What's in there is the biggest mistakes that you're making right now and how to overcome them. You got really amazing chart reading techniques like I teach you here and in my videos. You got price and time techniques, best time to be trading the markets, my trading system, trade management, and so on and so forth. So there we go, traders. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.